It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
The NBA season is in high gear, and we are so glad to have you here with us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. My companions are Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
Yo, Freak, what's up?
What's up, man? Good to see you.
How's the family? CC good?
Yeah, she's good. They're all good. Nice knowing you have family to have your back all the time.
Sure. Got to keep the support system in place. Makes a big difference over a long season. Good luck tonight, man.
Thanks, man. Hey, you know we're taking this one, right?
Not a chance, Freak.
We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Warriors take to the road. Just a single game at home. After this one, it's back on the road for the Knicks. And, of course, Derek Williams. Even without him over the short term, they've really come together and are playing some pretty good basketball.
Kevin, I thought he was really an important player for them, undervalued and not given the credit he deserved. That's not to say the trade was a mistake, but I think they'll miss him more than you might expect.
You know, chemistry-wise, I agree with you, Clark, because he was a glue guy. You know, he's a guy that kind of held things together for them in a few areas, and so not having him around might take some getting used to.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Iguodala in at the three. Here's Golden State. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And then in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Here's Freak. Andrew Bogut making his last shot. Freak with it against Charlotte. He was really on his game. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Curry passes to Thompson. Shoots it up. The Knicks pull it in. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Anthony against Iguodala. Feeds to Thompson. Screen by Bogut. The drive by Thompson. Again, the miss by Thompson.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Here's a Flalo, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And again, no good by Golden State.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Passes it to Carmelo. No good from outside. Warriors trail by 3. The drive by Thompson from 8. And he knocks down the jumper. Thompson's got his first bucket of the night.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now here's Freak. D right on him. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Curry.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
And the Warriors making a change here. Azili's checked in. Now here's Curry. He picked up 33 points in their last win against Phoenix.
And how about how opportunistic he was defensively? Steal after steal for him in that game just showed the quickness of his hands and anticipation.
Laverne, he's checked in for the Warriors. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. To the inside, and that one's good. Ezeli's got his first bucket in this one.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
And the basket good. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, a moment ago, Steve Kerr and I were able to chat. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, "We've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack." Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
Thanks for getting back to us on that report, Doris. Guys?
You know, they obviously spent the brunt of their time preparing for this game by coming up with ways to attack that vaunted defense.
Attack being the operative word, all in caps. I mean, it has to be an active, assertive approach they use. They can't sit back and be passive. They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. How last month turned out for him. And his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
Boy, he's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the full 48 minutes. Class eater.
And New York making a change here. Augustine's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Looney's checked in.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
And Augustine kicks to Freak. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 5 on the clock. Seraphin dishes to Augustine. The 3. The shot will not go. And Golden State will go the other way with it.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yeah, +5, as you mentioned. That didn't take very long, did it?
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
The Knicks with the lead. The feed to Freak. 19 seconds left in the first quarter. Augustine in the corner. From downtown, the rebound by Ezeli. Here's Looney. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Looney's got his first points of the night.
When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream.
And we've seen some big scoring numbers of late from Freak. We heard from perimeter defensive ace on.
He's going to make some shots.
Not to disagree, but don't you have it? Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Lopez. Anthony comes in for Anthony Morrow. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Jared Bayless. And Freak subbed in for Augustine. Golden State also making some changes. Andrew Bogut checked in for Vitor Favarani. Ezeli comes in for Green. And it's Iguodala in for Looney. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Thompson and Iguodala on the perimeter. Bogut out there with Festus Ezeli. And it's Curry in at the 1. Freak passes to Porzingis. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
Laverne, he's checked in for Andrew Bogut. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Another miss by Curry. Knicks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. There's the pass to Porzingis. Knocks down the 3 ball. Now it's a 5-point Knicks lead.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Dishes it to Laverne. There's a good screen. Here's Curry with the 3. Another miss by Curry.
just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Here's Serafin. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Right now, they've got that field goal percentage up in the low 50s.
Putting it together offensively, looking to build some more momentum.
Azili gets the bucket. The Knicks leading by 5. Now, Freak. He's got 10. He feeds it to Carmelo. There's the dish to Freak. No good from outside. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. On its way from Curry for 2. Another miss by Curry.
I'll tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Out to the wing. Here's Porzingis. And again, it's New York.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Warriors trail by 7. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Outside Curry. Off the screen. And it's good off the glass. Curry's got 7 now in this quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Outside Anthony. It's stolen by Curry. Here's Iguodala. No good, trying to beat the buzzer.
Okay, guys, we got a few minutes here. Let's go over a few things before we get going.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. He's got 11 points and also 3 steals. It's been a really complete performance for him today.
And Clark, he's made a huge impact at both ends of the floor.
Freak in at point guard. He's out there with Aflalo. Anthony out there with Robin Lopez. And it's Brian in at the power forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Kurt Rambis. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets got the job done. He finished with 33 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. His coach called it a breakout game for him and said that this was the kind of performance they knew he was capable of when they brought him on board. Now can he sustain it, Kevin?
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
Warriors trail by 7. Outside Curry. They double-team Curry. Here's Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 6th assist on the night.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
There's the screen. Freak kicks to Anthony. Here's Freak. Out to Anthony. Out to the right wing. Now here's Freak, guarded by Kerr. And Freak throws it down.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Fires the 3. And that's collected by Bogut. Bogut's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Thompson, left side. He dishes it to Curry. No good. And New York the other way now. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
Yeah, really a rare treat for the fans. The only time they'll get to see this matchup all season.
Inter-conference action here. 2 games in all between these two teams. It'll be fun to watch.
Shot clock at 6. Freak dishes to Lopez. No dice from the high post.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Here's Curry with the 3. Knicks with the rebound.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Now here's Freak. He's covered by Thompson. Bryant. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Andrew Bogut.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there.
Lopez, he's checked in for Porzingis. Anthony comes in for Jared Bayless. And Freak subbed in for Augustine. And the Warriors also making a change. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Steph Curry. And Golden State looking at who they've got. They've got Klay Thompson, Vitor Favarani out there with Bogut. Then there's Draymond Green. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
It's been a solid outing for Thompson. 10 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in 3-point lane.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. Pass to Bryan. Kicks to Morrow. Anthony dishes to Freak. New York needs to get off a shot. Lopez, no luck. Warriors trail by 7. And Thompson kicks to Iguodala. And the wide open shot from Green. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feed. And that's now 7 points for Draymond Green. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Iguodala. Anthony, the pass to Lopez. Goes back up. Here's Freak. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside.
The Knicks leading by 4. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Morrow. It's intercepted. Iguodala dishes to Green. Iguodala outside. Anthony with the defensive effort.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Iguodala with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Looney. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Tries from 10, and there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Freak. Freak's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Warriors trail by 6. Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just...
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And here's Iguodala outside. It's rebounded by New York. Lopez has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Anthony kicks to Freak. Stolen by Thompson. Outside Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. That's now 22 points for Steph Curry. The Knicks leading by 4. And here's Freak. Outside Anthony. He kicks to Afflalo. 6 to shoot. Anthony down low. Working on Thompson. They grab their own miss. Warriors trail by 4. Green, the screen. Curry passes to Thompson. To the middle. Here's Iguodala. Lays it up and banks it in. Iguodala's got 4 points this quarter.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
There's Freak. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Freak. 8 rebounds, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
Afflalo outside. Anthony on the wing. Steps back and drains the jump shot. And the Knicks lead by 6.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Now here's Curry. Not a lot of room. Shoots. Buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
He's got the touch they needed here as this one goes down to the wire.
Yeah, 4 of 4 this quarter, making buckets under duress.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Curry. Here's Freak. Afflalo outside. Uncovered. Jump shot is good that time.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
On the wing, Green. Curry kicks to Thompson. It's rebounded by New York. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Freak.
Oh! Kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways.
He can't guard us on the perimeter.
He's a
Spread
matchup
the
headache.
Spacing.
And so it's New York with it. 6-point game. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. So it's New York picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak.
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem extremely proud of the way he played tonight. And they should be proud of him because his play was genius.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed.
2K Sports pregame show.
The NBA season is in high gear, and we are so glad to have you here with us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. My companions are Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
It's an all-Eastern Conference matchup, and today's game as the Knicks come into town for this one. And the Wizards on friendly ground as they continue this homestand. And, of course, Derek Williams. Even with him gone, they've shaken it off quickly and have really come together as a team.
Kevin, I thought he was really an important player for them, undervalued and not given the credit he deserved. That's not to say the trade was a mistake, but I think they'll miss him more than you might expect.
You know, chemistry-wise, I agree with you, Clark, because he was a glue guy. You know, he's a guy that kind of held things together for them in a few areas, and so not having him around might take some getting used to.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Freak, he's in at the point. He's out there with Aflalo. Anthony is out there with Robin Lopez. And it's Brian in at the 4 spot. And so here is New York. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
Now here's Freak. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Anthony. Offensive rebound. Lopez. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Feeds it to Beal. Here's Zeller. Kept alive by Washington. Wall's shot is off.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Freak with it. Now Beal defending. That's good. All with it. Coming off a solid outing against Minnesota. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, the Wizards head coach had a couple of moments for me. He said a big part of this game will depend on how well they can slow down Carmelo Anthony. He added with his size and shooting ability, he can score inside and out. We're going to try a couple different coverages and show him different looks over the course of the game to try to keep him off balance. And guys, I guess we'll see how it works. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Freak after marching Gortat's bucket to the inside. And it's Freak missing.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Pass to Dudley. And Zeller kicks to Wall. Wall with another miss. The Knicks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Pass to Bryan. Now here's Freak, covered by Wall. Down low. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Marcin Gortat.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And the Knicks making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession.
And let's see some of the numbers on John Wall. He's really stood out for them over the past month. Averaging about 15 points, 9 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, and anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to. Just irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
Looking at Washington, they took the win in their last game out against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Kevin, I just think these guys wanted it more. They did not get down emotionally when they went down in the first half. I mean, they got behind, but they still were mentally focused enough to come back in that third quarter.
And really the sign of a solid team. Just no panic in them whatsoever. They understood that they were a lot better than they showed in that first half and played with tremendous poise in the second.
And so here is New York after the three-pointer from Bradley Beal. 6 to shoot. Anthony kicks to Freak. Back to Anthony. Good on the baseline, Jay. Anthony's got his first bucket of the night.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Moment here now for an injury report. Now for an update on Robin Lopez's injury, let's go to Doris Burke.
Well, gentlemen, New York's head athletic trainer gave me an update. Unfortunately, guys, he said it doesn't look good. The season is young, but that is tough news to get at any point in the year. We'll see how well the team comes together in his absence. Kevin?
New York trailing. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And New York looking at who they've got. Freak, he's in at point guard. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then it's Kevin Seraphin. And it's Morrow in at the shooting guard. Now here's Beal, guarded closely. The Wizards have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And the first one at the line is good. Lopez, he's checked in for Kevin Seraphin. Second free throw, no good. The Knicks shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Kicks it to Lopez. Over to the left wing. Clock at 6. And a wide open look for Freak. And again, it's New York.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Washington trailing. And Beal kicks to Nene. Tries again. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. Pass to Beal. Nene, the screen. And here is Beal. Talking about that win against the Timberwolves, he was definitely a major factor as well.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Warriors got the job done. He had 21 points, and part of that scoring came from beyond the arc, adding a few threes to his already impressive season total. He was a big factor in helping the team come out ahead and continue their great play.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And Beal kicks to Dudley. The pass to Blatch. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Now here's Freak. He's got 6. Jacks up a 3. Washington with the rebound. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
And they swept the season series against them last year. They really did have the upper hand.
And I think that's where it starts, guys. Neither team a playoff factor, but you work your way up the ladder team by team. And this is really one matchup they feel very confident with.
Beal, that's for 2. Beal with another miss.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Bryant, that's in there. Anthony with the assist. And the Knicks lead by 1. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at to take over the first spot. And of course, course, the Wizards, 8 games out.
And I think for the Knicks, they have hit the ground running this year. The work they did in the offseason has paid huge dividends right away.
Sure it has. I mean, they came out of the preseason with a real air of confidence. There may not have been many outsiders who believed in them, but now plenty people do.
Gortat dishes the Wall. Zeller passes to Oubre. Outside for Beal. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And another miss by Washington.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for the Knicks. Augustine comes in for Anthony. Outside for Beal. Beyond the arc. Cannot hit. And New York the other way now.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
And Freak throws it down.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum. Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
And Aflalo kicks to Seraphin. He feeds it to Augustine. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Beal. No good off the front iron. Washington's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They set the screen. Beyond the arc. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
You got to be more physical.
Changes 6 already.
Get into them.
Tie game in what?
Well, a good first half, Bradley, for the team and you specific.
These are soft.
All right, fellas, still anyone's ball game right now.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Looking at the game Beal has been having, he has 11 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Zeller is out there with Jared Dudley. And it's Gortat in at the 5. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Wall attacking. He dishes it to Zeller. To the left wing. Dudley with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Picked by Zeller. Wall, that's a 2-pointer. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Wall's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Wizards. Here's Freak. He's got 8. New York needs to get off a shot. The 3 from Anthony. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, each side having a tough time staying in front.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
And the slam dunk by Wall.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
The feed to Dudley. It's Wall with the drive. Zeller dishes to Dudley, and it's Wall, top of the key. Picked by Zeller, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. For Washington, they have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. Gary Neal's checked in for Washington. And so John Wall nails both of them. New York trailing. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
And let's see some numbers here on Aaron Aflalo. How's the last month of basketball been for him? 5th in three-point shooting. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And yeah, he's one of the lasers in the game. Just a hard man to put on ice.
Dudley, no luck.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force. That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
The Knicks shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Wall passes to Zeller. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 4 assists now tonight.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks. They've made 3 out of 4 of them.
And he gets the bucket.
That would be 4 in a row for them now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
They swipe it. Here's Bryan. Throws down the breakaway jam.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
For the Knicks, Porzingis comes in for Robin Lopez. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. Knicks have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Anthony, no one around. That one off the back iron and out. Wizards have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Wall attacking. From deep, Neal. It's rebounded by New York. Freak's got his 6th rebound on the night. Anthony kicks to Freak. And again, New York with the triple.
And it looks like they left their defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half.
Outside, Wall. Passes it to Blatch. Dishes to Dudley. The Wizards working the ball around now. Wall wide open. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
That one goes. Count it.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
He kicks to Dudley. Outside, Wall. Pass to Blatch. They double him with Freak. From deep. But on that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from John Wall.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
He's making some changes. Gortat's checked in for Nene. Cody Zeller comes in for Oubre. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Gary Neal. And a new group in for the Knicks. Lopez, he's checked in for Kevin Serafin. Anthony comes in for Anthony Morrow. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Jared Bayless. And Freak subbed in for Augustine. And New York, looking at who they've got. Freak in at point guard. Porzingis is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Aflalo, and it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. Gortat misses. The Knicks leading by 3. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Wall with some nice D.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
There's the dish to Freak. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his 5th assist in this one.
He's starting to feel it. He's in a groove here in the second half.
Wall up top. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
Take a look at what John Wall's done. He's got 11 points and 4 assists.
And we really just need to take a second to appreciate the all-around effort he's put out there today.
Well, the numbers paint the picture, and he has been what we call in my vernacular, you know where I'm going here, guys, stat sheet stuffer supreme.
Oh, supreme. So that takes it to a whole nother level when you get supreme in terms of your stat sheet.
And Kelloggese, right? And
Yes.
Kelloggese. Here's Freak, and he slams it one-handed.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And here's Anthony for 3. Gorchot with the rebound. Wizards trail by 4. Feeds to Dudley. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
6 on the shot clock. Freak dishes to Aflalo. Jacks up a 3. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Aflalo. 19 points for Carmelo Anthony.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Washington's head coach said to his team. He told them, guys, we're getting bogged down in the half court. Let's get out and run, see what's available in early offense. If there's nothing there, we can always back it out and run our sets. Good advice, Kevin.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Lopez, a screen on Wall. Freak kicks to Lopez. It's John Wall with the rebound. Wizards trail by 3. Here's Beal. Nice D from Freak. It's Anthony with the drive. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It goes on Cody Zeller.
Melo having a terrific game. 19 points, and he's knocked down a pair of 3-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
From about 16, Wall, that's good.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
Now, Freak. And he slams that one down.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them.
On the defensive end, I want somebody to crash the glass and get control of the ball. The rest of you, leak out so we can get some easy transition points.
There's a screen by Gorton. Beal with it. Out defended by Freak. Beal against Aflalo. And Beal kicks to Dudley. And he gets it to go. Dudley's got 4 points this quarter.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
Freak passes to Bryan. Lopez dishes to Aflalo. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it to Carmelo. Releases from 15. Count it!
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
.55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Picked by Zeller. Shot by Wall. Offensive rebound. Gortat. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too. Now here's Freak, covered by Wall. Got a piece of it. Wall with the steal.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good.
They have a chance to tie it up.
A 3-ball would do just that.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Taken away by Anthony. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So it gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Beal from long range. No good. And so they foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game. And Wall kicks to Gortat. The kick out to Wall. No good there. So it's New York picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when
Carmelo, congratulations.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan Freak.
They asked an awful lot from him tonight offensively, and he delivered. When they needed a big bucket, he was the guy they turned to, and he delivered, like I said. I mean.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports.
you.